Well, as they famously say, the clock never waits, and neither should we. Let's see if we can keep coming up with one of those for every single stream as we move on. Welcome back, it is good to see you. Final Fantasy VII, we continue. A little bit of an update on where we were last time. We found our way with Aerith out of Sector 5 towards the gates of Sector 7. Saw Tifa being carted away off to this shady part of town called Wall Market, and in Wall Market we found Don Corneo's mansion. We now need to sneak our way inside, and the path that we've decided to take is Cloud is going to dress up, noting that the Don is something of a dilettante. He's very much a womanizer. Cloud has decided to dress up as a woman to try and sneak his way in. But before we do that, very quickly, hope you're doing fantastically well. It's great to have you back, whether it's been 5 seconds since we last saw you, or whether it's been much, much longer. It's great to see you again. Let's just quickly do our upgrades here. So, Mithril Rod, that's for Aerith. We'll buy Tifa Metal Knuckle as well. And for the bangles, let's maybe pick up one spare, just in case we meet Tifa soon. We've got plenty of money, that's not a problem. We'll set up that equipment, see if it makes any repercussions. You can see there the materia slot. We go from a single on the guard stick to now a joint pair on the Mithril Rod. Now this was always, when I was a kid, one of my very favourite parts of the game actually. I always enjoyed this. Hey, you want something? I don't want to hear any complaints about how things look. It's a bit peculiar, but the music always stuck with me, and I thought the design was so interesting here. It really feels like this odd little oasis. And I don't actually mean oasis in a positive sense. I meant in the illusory sense in the desert. It feels like something good could happen here, but the longer you spend, the more you feel that might not actually be the case. Now, we can see here there's a shop with some dresses, some clothes outside. Let's go in and see if maybe we can make some progress. Excuse me, I'd like to get a dress. Oh, it might take a while. Will that be alright? What's the problem? Well, my father, the owner, he's been in a slump lately. You see, he makes all the dresses. And where's your father? Probably plastered at the bar. Oh, you're saying we can't get a dress unless we do something about your father? Yep, I'm sorry. He's caused so much trouble. You'd help me bring him back? Well, if we don't do something, we don't get a dress, right? Really? Please help my crazy old dad. I just don't know what to do anymore. Alright, we'll do something. Let's go, Cloud. It's nice, isn't it, to see Aerith taking the lead, and that's the dynamic you get with them in these last hour or so. Is Aerith just sort of taking control, leading the party, and I just think that's a really interesting approach for her to take, bearing in mind we're playing as right now the protagonist, Cloud. She's in our pocket, but she seems to really lead us. Now, we saw this was a restaurant or a bar earlier. And you see this gentleman here looks a bit old, got his flat cap, maybe looks a bit tired. Excuse us, are you the father of the girl at the clothing store? I own the clothes shop, but I ain't your father. Didn't say that. Make me some clothes. I don't make men's clothes, and I don't feel like making anything right now. Cloud, you wait over there for a second. I'll try and talk to him. Go over there and have something to drink. You know, mister, he always said that just once he'd like to dress up like a girl. So that's why I wanted a cute dress for him. What? A tough-looking guy like that? So how about it? Will you make him one? Might be interesting. I was getting a little bored just making regular clothes. You'll do it for us? Yeah, alright. What kind of dress do you want? Oh, something that feels soft. And something that shimmers. Ah, got it. You know, I got a friend that has the same taste as him. I'll go talk to him. I think we actually picked the good options then, but I'm not really too concerned. There's a way to play this part of the game in a very, very thorough way, and you'll make sure that you really maximize the next part of the game and get some rewards. We're not too worried about that. We're just going to play this nice and easily. We'll get what we need, but not worry about all the side-quested parts. Let's see if there's anything in the gym. Join the club. Try it with us. Oh dear, I've gained weight again. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Squats are all in the rhythm. I'm doing my best, bro. How's this? I love these guys. Oh, it's so much fun. Such a wonderful, stupid game. And I mean that in the best way. Oh, you're here. It's ready. Go try it on. Ah, that works fast. Received silk dress. Very interesting musically. We got 2 bass panned into each side, playing different parts. It's beautiful. How do you put this on? Whoa, what are you doing? Still not right. A wig. That's what you need. I just thought Cloud had fabulous hair. Couldn't imagine someone who needs a wig less. I thought you might, so I told my friend about getting one. You know the gym? You found a lot of people there like you. Go and talk to him. Like you? Aeris, what did you tell him? Does it matter? Anyhow, we got a pretty dress. Alright, well I guess we're going back to the gym that we just left. I wonder what we could possibly be about to do. Are you the one who wants to be cute? Always. Cute. Right. And about the wig. Yeah, I heard. It'll cost you. Ugh. Big bro, the only way you're gonna get cuter is if you can beat Big Bro. That's right. So you gotta compete with us. Right, let's do squats. Alright, we'll beat you out of this gym. Are you the beautiful bro? You didn't know? Always running around here saying Big Bro this and Big Bro that? Never mind that. Come over here. I'll explain the rules. From the ready position, press switch to squat, cancel to get back up, to get up, and OK to go back to the ready position. Switch, cancel, OK. Now I have to take a second because I think I know what those buttons are. I believe it's on the Xbox controller XAB, but we do need to check. Got it? Don't have it. Oh, I thought that gave us a tutorial. Apparently not. We've just looped around to the words again. I'm not gonna lose. Big Bro's wig is mine. Just be quiet. It's not fair for you to start right away. Do you want some practice? Yes. Start practicing. Okay, it is that. Wonderful. Now, I know you need to actually get quite a few, but I don't know how many, and I believe there's actually a slight randomization to it. So let's just see if we can maintain a nice pace. I think this looks pretty good. There haven't been any major stutters and stops. Hope that would be fine. You're seeing here the thing that we discussed previously, which is Final Fantasy, a big hallmark of Final Fantasy games for me is definitely the amount of mini-games you have in them. Look at this now, we're getting a squatting mini-game. I'm 99% sure this is not something you'd ever see again. But in that Final Fantasy tradition, they just give you a short little mini-game in the middle of a... We're in the middle of a serious narrative section, but in a light-hearted part of it. And then an even more light-hearted minigame within that part. And that's a very Final Fantasy thing to do. So, let's begin the real thing. Start! Oh gosh, he's started ahead of us. That's really not great. I think we're about 1 behind. And what I'm looking for now is I can't go any faster than this. Whoa, no. We're looking for him to sort of slow down or stop. There we go. If you can do that again, that'd be wonderful. Perfect. I think we're tied. Yes. We must have 1. Maybe by 2? You had 18, you had 21. Oh, okay, we were slightly safer than we thought. That's wonderful. You're really something. Well, I'm a man of my word, so here you are. Receive key item, blonde wig. Big bro, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Shut up. Don't cry because you lost. Ah, bro's fist of steel cut to the bone. If that reminds anyone else, but it's very similar to the dynamic we had between our friends earlier, Barrett and Biggs, where Biggs was attempting to restrain Barrett and Barrett just launched Biggs up into the camera. It's a very similar moment. Oh, I didn't mention that off-stream or off Let's Play, I did go outside and level Aerith up to level 8. She was around 7.5. Cloud didn't level up any further, so we just did 2 or 3 fights. Looks like you're all set. Now try it on, let's see how it fits. Moment of truth, everyone. We've all been there at some point in our lives. We've picked up something. We've gone to a nice clothing store. We've gone to the kind of places I normally go to, which are definitely not nice clothing stores. We pick things up. We think we've got it. We head to the changing room. We get ready. And it's a moment of truth. I'm ready. Will it look as bad as that white pair of jeans did on me? Looking pretty good. Not bad. This might be a new business for me. Yeah, you're right. Should we try it? Thanks for showing us something new. My father's got his motivation back now, so the dress is on the house. Walk more nicely like this, Miss Cloud. What do you mean nicely? Oh, you're so cute, Miss Cloud. I want one. Do you have one that'll look good on me too? How's this? How about that one? Father, what are you talking about? This one's much better. What are you saying? This one. I want this one. I'm gonna go change. Again, she's a free spirit. So much character work with Aerith in this first hour. No peeking. So how do I look? Oh, you're no fun. Get back in my pocket. Isn't that nice how Cloud's walking animation is just slightly different there? I don't want to say it, but very demure. I hate that I said that, and I feel that you should hold that against me now. Drop it in the comments how much you hated the use of that term. Oh, I was going to go to the item shop, but of course we don't need to. It's not a real item shop. Quick save. You notice that we get greedy with saves. We're doing them almost all the time, but it's a good habit to get into with a game like this. Yeah, that is something I would really be curious about for the comments, is what is your favourite part of the game, your favourite area? Because this has always been one of my favourite areas. We've talked about favourite dungeons, favourite areas. I just thought this had so much personality. It really felt like a distinct, unusual part of this town. And like something you wouldn't find in every game. This felt like a very imaginative place. So it's definitely one of my favourites. Maybe not the top, we'll get to that when we get there. But do you have a favourite place? And have we been there yet? Damn, your friend's hot too. Hell yeah. Come in, come in. 2 ladies coming through. Now we could have done a lot more to gussy Cloud up and make him more desirable, but we've gone just the short version. Hey ladies. I'll go let the Don know you're here. Now wait here and don't wander around. Sounds like a cue to wander around to me. Now's our chance, let's find Tifa. I always think there's something behind here. It feels like there should be. The office of Don Corneo. Keep out. Now, what a sinister room we've found. As if Demonologist wasn't creepy enough. What a room! My goodness. Sure, we've all got one of these in the basement, right? Practice our bedroom cardio. Dungeon cardio. Tifa? Nice to meet you. I'm Aeris. Cloud's told me a lot about you. And you are? Hey, you're the one with Cloud in the park. Right, with Cloud. Don't worry, we just met. It's nothing. What do you mean, don't worry? About what? No, don't misunderstand. Cloud and I grew up together, nothing more. That must hurt standing in the corner. Poor Cloud, having to stand here and listen to both of us call him nothing. Right, Cloud? Cloud? Ay, 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 ay. Cloud? Why are you dressed like that? What are you doing here? Never mind, what happened after the fall? Are you hurt? Slow down, let me answer. I'm dressed like this because there was no other way to get in here. I'm alright. Aeris helped me out. Oh, Aeris did. Tifa, explain what you're doing in a place like this. Yeah, I'll just plug my ears. I'm glad you're okay. Thanks. What happened? When we got back from the Sector 5 reactor, we saw a weird man. Barrett caught him, squeezed some information, and that's when the Don's name popped up? Right, Don Corneo. Barrett told me to leave the lech alone. It's a lovely word, isn't it? Lech, lecherous. Something's been bothering me. I see, so you wanted the story straight from Corneo's mouth. Well, I made it here, but now I'm stuck. Corneo's looking for a bride. Every day he gets 3 girls, chooses one of them, and then... Well... Anyway, I have to be the... girl for tonight. Sorry, but I overheard. If you know the 3 girls, there's no problem, right? I guess so, but... We've got 2 here, right? No, Aeris, it can't involve you. Oh, so it's alright for Tifa to be in danger. No, I don't want Tifa in. Is it alright? I grew up in the slums. I'm used to danger. Do you trust me? Yes. Thanks, Miss Aeris. Call me Aeris. Hey! It's time, ladies! The Don is waiting. Told you not to wander around. I tell you, women nowadays. Hurry up, will ya? Guess I don't need to ask, but the other girl is me. Right? You're right. You didn't need to ask. See, they're already bonding. It's nice. I always feel, and we've talked about this many times before, that the real strength of Final Fantasy is always the interplay between the party and the other characters. It's always the best part. And I feel that those two are such a strong duo together, Tifa and Aerith, which is going to quickly fix Tifa's equipment, sorry. They're such a strong duo together, and it's a shame that, of course, that the game came out when it did, just because we're slightly limited by the technology, the amount of time we had, and the standards of video games and stories at the time. So that's why I particularly enjoyed with the remake and rebirth is getting a chance to see characters like Tifa and Aerith have a bit more time together so that we can really see what their interactions might have been and to develop on these really beautiful but short interactions. It's one of the things you'll probably hear me say quite a few times is that I think one of the only problems with Final Fantasy VII is it's too short. I just wish it was longer. Alright, ladies, line up in front of the Don. Ah, good, splendid. Do we do a silly voice for the Don? I think we're already halfway there, aren't we? That train's left the station. Now let's see, which girl should I choose? This one? Or this one? I've made up my mind. God, this voice, those animations, you can almost smell the body odor, can't you? My choice for tonight is... this little beauty. Phew. Be nice, Don.
You can have the rest.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Shall we go, my pretty?
If you can feel all of your sexual glands seizing up, it's a very natural reaction to that voice and this character. Hey guys, we got guests. We'll take real good care of you. This is all thanks to the big boss, Don Corneo. 3 cheers for the Don. Yeah, well, ladies, are we all ready? Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? The way they approach. It's so unpleasant. Really, really vile. And because it looks cartoony, it's hard to take serious, but it's absolutely gross and disgusting. Up. Ugh. Come on, baby. I got ants in my pants, wanna do a dance, gotta take a chance and maybe find romance. Ugh. Whoa, slow down, what's the hurry? Stick around. Look at your tight little bod. It's more like muscles. Hey, they say if 2 people dance together, their hearts will become one. I can never remember how to actually start the damn fight. Oh, there we go. You want me to keep you company? Oh, I'm flattered, but no thanks. Because I ain't interested in a bunch of scrubs like you. A man? God damn it. Don't think we'll get out of this. Get him. Beat the... out of him. I'm finding it really hard to decide which one. We've somehow managed to keep this stream relatively clean. Beat the tar out of him. If you're looking for the more foul language, come and join us over on Twitch. It's pretty disgusting. Let's get that bolt on everyone. If we're lucky, take them all out in one shot. Boom. There's very little XP. They must have an incredibly small amount of health. I've just never really looked. Ah, come on. What's the matter with you good-for-nothings? I'll show you how it's done. Is he a different enemy? I can't actually remember. No, let's say he's exactly the same. Sadly, at this stage in the game, we don't have access to any of those materia that would be utility materia, the kind of thing that we can learn more about enemies. Oh, he is a bit stronger, okay. Because I'd be very curious how much health those guys actually have. Bearing in mind we blasted through them with that one bolt all, and only 24 XP I think it was for the whole fight, which is so little. If you think back to the house we fought, that gave us 48 I think. When we fought the 3 little bugs in the same area, it was 90. So these must be very weak. Okay, is there anything in here? I don't think so. Quick check never hurts. Just gonna check the basement. I don't know if Aerith's down here. She is. No! Oh, gosh. Wait, you. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. No! I feel she didn't have to apologize, don't you? We gotta help Tifa. Yeah, you're right. Let's hurry. There is behind the scenes a little mechanic keeping track of how we treat Tifa, Aerith, and Barrett. Notice there that while talking to Aerith, I focused on Tifa. There's a good reason for that. Oh.
Woohoo! Come, don't be so shy.
I know. But you know, Don Corneo, I'd like to explain something before we start.
Oh, you mean about that? Don't worry, I'm single. There, feel better now.
Oh. No, I wasn't asking about that. Oh, wait a minute. Not yet.
Come. Oh, I can't wait any longer. Here comes Papa.
Cloud. I had to take a bit of tea between those dialogues there, because that was getting a bit too much.
What the hell? Who's there?
You still don't get it, do you, Don Corneo? What? Shut up. We're asking the questions now. What did your assistants find out? Talk. If you don't tell us, I'll chop it off.
No, not that. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything.
So talk.
I made him find out where the man with the gun arm was, but that's what I was ordered to do.
By whom?
I know if I told you that, I'd be killed.
Talk. If you don't tell us, I'll rip it off.
Well, it was Heidegger of Shinra. Heidegger, head of peace preservation.
The head of peace preservation? You say the Shinra? What are they up to? Talk. If you don't tell us, I'll smash it.
You're serious, aren't you? Oh boy. I'm not fooling around here either, you know. Shinra's trying to crush a small rebel group called Avalanche, wants to infiltrate their hideout. And they're really going to crush them. Literally. By breaking the supports holding up the plate above them.
Break the supports?
You know what's going to happen? The plate will go ping, and everything's going to go bam. I heard their hideout's in the Sector 7 slums. Just glad it's not here in 6.
They're going to wipe out the slums? Cloud, will you come with me to Sector 7? Of course, Tifa. That what I remembered. If you're wondering what the hell happened to that guy's accent, did it change 4 or 5 times? The short answer is yes. Just a second. Shut up.
No, wait, it'll only take a second.
There's another accent.
Why do you think scum like me babble on about the truth?
Because you're sure you'll win.
Right.
Fingers crossed we never have to do that damn accent again. Elsewhere. How are the preparations going? Ha! Smoothly, very smoothly. I assigned the Turks to this. President, are we really going to do this? Simply destroy a group with only a few members? What's the problem, Reeve? You want out? No. But as head of urban development, I've been involved in the building and running of Midgar. That's why... Reeve, flush your personal problems with the rest of your crap. The mayor's against this anyway. Mayor? He just sits in this building all day feeding his face. You still call that a mayor? Now, if you'll excuse me, sir. You're tired. Why don't you take a couple of days off and go somewhere? We'll destroy Sector 7, report that Avalanche did it, and send in the rescue operation care of Shinra Inc. Ah, this is perfect. Seen there, aren't you? The rather unpleasant philosophy of never let a tragedy go to waste. Check on Tifa. You alright? Oh man, this is terrible. Just checking the rows. Are you alright? Yeah. Well, the worst is over. Maybe not. And we got the music again. Perfect. Look at that for a boss. His name is Abzu? We're just hoping to find out the name. Apps. Okay, I think Abzu might be his name in the remake. Alright, we don't really know much about this enemy for now. Sewer Tsunami, let's just attack with Tifa. Now you'll see he hurt himself with that. And we're just going to mix up the elements. We've tried them all. Fire hits a lot harder than the others, so we're going to focus on fire. And we're going to have our other characters just simply hit and hack away. 154, it's a little more than the fire did. Tifa doesn't do too much for now, but that's okay. So it's one of those earlier fights where we're actually going to get a chance to fight and really try things out. Let's see which direction this comes from. Okay, perfect. It's in pretty hard, it's us not too hard, but we have to decide now what a character's going to do. You can see Cloud's taking quite a bit of damage. The thing is, Aeris is our healer, and she is also our biggest damage dealer in this fight by chance of her having the fire materia. So we're actually going to do a heal with Cloud on himself using an item. You can always do that as a backup during the game. Tifa's just going to keep punching. And for Aerith, we're going to focus on damage still. So Cloud's going to take on a role almost as a sort of surrogate healer. He's just going to help along whilst Aeris is too busy doing other things. It should be a fairly simple fight. Apps doesn't do too much damage, and we do hit pretty hard, even though we haven't over-leveled, so it's like we mentioned earlier. Oh, the other direction. That is a lot harder. So as like we mentioned a little bit earlier, I've forgotten what I was saying, I'm so sorry. Oh, that happens every once in a while. Let's just do a simple attack, because we'll try everyone's limit breaks. Aeris is very useful. Healing Wind. So there's a nice heal on everyone. No character in the game is assigned to any role. You don't have a white mage, you don't have a black mage, you don't have a tank. You don't really have a monk. Tifa acts like a Final Fantasy monk, but you can give Tifa all the magic materia you want if you'd like to. He killed himself. Perfect. Everything you do is decided by what materia do you give them. But some of their limit breaks will reflect maybe who they are in the archetype of. So Aeris heals with her limit break. Tifa punches the heck out of someone with their limit break. Cloud, very much a soldier with his limit break, and so on and so forth. Okay, was that a Tifa level up in there that I saw? It's too late. Marlene, Barrett, people of the slums. Don't give up. Never give up hope. It's not easy to destroy the pillar, right? Yeah, you're right. We still have time. So we've got a little sewer area now. I was talking about this recently with Banana and Legion, the other hosts of the podcast on the channel. It's interesting, isn't it, that it's very normal in a Final Fantasy game to be looking forward to getting out on the world map sooner rather than later. Normally you spend a little while at the start of the game somewhere. Oh, preemptive attack. We all get to attack immediately. That's wonderful. So you start in some area of the map. And then... Let's do it on this guy. And then after a very short while, you'll exit the town that you're in, the world map opens before you, and it's this really exciting moment. The thing is, a lot of the early areas in Final Fantasy games are very, very small. And they feel a lot like individual scenes, maybe with a few interiors. Whereas Midgar, where we are right now, this city that we're in, we haven't reached the world map yet, but look how many different places we've been. There are so many individual scenes. It's really quite incredible. And you could build a whole game here if you really wanted to. Ooh, steel materia, that's nice. Let's give that to Tifa. Very self-descriptive. That's what it says on the tin. You can see it's a slightly different colour. I believe that's called a commander materia. So you see it's that yellowish colour rather than the green. We've paired it with ice. That won't have any special effect because you can't pair these materia. Ice will remain a normal ice spell. Steel will just be a standard steel command. Steel doesn't affect ice in any way. But yeah, Midgar, we were saying it reminds us of Baldur's Gate at the end of Baldur's Gate 1 in particular, where you spend the whole game travelling around these small areas, and then eventually at the very end of the game you find yourself in Baldur's Gate, this massive multi-area city. Whereas this almost does the inverse. We're going to be travelling the world at some point. But right now, we start the game in that massive city, a bit like Baldur's Gate. Oh, we didn't steal anything, that's a shame. I find it's a good habit to get into, try and steal quite often over the course of the game. The materia doesn't level up by using it more, but you do just end up taking home a lot of nice little goodies that you might want to have to use later. So you'll notice quite often now with Tifa, against straightforward opponents, we're probably not going to be attacking so much, rather we'll be attempting to steal. couldn't steal anything again. Yeah, we had no luck there, but over time. Perfect, 2 more level ups. That's nice. Is there anything across the way there? I think it's a bit of a misleading thing, isn't it? It gives you this possible path. You think it's too easy to go straight to that ladder at the top right. But the game lures you down here and then actually doesn't offer you a reward. Quite rare in Final Fantasy. They do like to offer you rewards when you go off the beaten track. And here we are in the train graveyard. Aeris, I got you mixed up in this. Don't tell me to go home. If we can just get past the trains that are lit up, we should be able to get out of here. Well, the train graveyard where the trains go to sleep, and the save point where the stream goes to sleep. Thank you so much for having been here today. We've made some good progress, and we'll be back tomorrow already. And if we're lucky, we'll see you in just a few moments' time if you're following the playlist and these have been out for a while. If not, I'll see you tomorrow or at some other point. Thank you so much for having been here. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you in the next video. I'm just going to wish you all the best. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening or night. See you soon.